Man is about to show just how much of a monster he really is. On September 12th, 2021.
This is the case of the Minnesota assassin.
This man, 38-year-old Antoine Suggs, assassinated 4 innocent people in the middle of the night. Our small team of investigative reporters has gathered the footage and case details about Antoine and how all 4...
Bro, what was this over? Revenge, money, or a female? Let me know. Because for bro to be 38 years old, I know they gonna label him, or they labeling him an assassin. I actually don't think he one of the ones that we see in the movies and he hired to go ahead and smoke this person, then go to Baghdad and smoke this person, then go to Chicago and hit this person, then go to Canada and hit He not that, bro. These 4 people, I could bet any kind of money, they was all like... I'm not finna bet. But I'm guessing they all related. They all know each other. They was all in the same spot. I don't think he was hitting... Oh. Yeah, I don't think he was hitting different spots. Let's go.
Murders came to be in order to present the whole story in its entirety for the first time ever. This all started very early in the morning, a few days prior, on September 8th. Antoine arrived in Minnesota via airplane from his home state of Arizona, and footage shows that nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. But that changes very...
That's where he messed up at, bro. How you gonna go ahead knowing you finna hit a, you know what I'm saying, do a quadruple homicide, then you get on the plane? They want your ID, bro. You gotta go through TSA. Some of them do fingerprinting. Everybody know the airport is the most surveillance place in the country as far as, like, spots, you know what I'm saying? You having that mask on your face, thinking they not gonna put 2 and 2 together after this horrendous crime is crazy, bro. Antoine cooked.
Very soon. Antoine is picked up by an unknown person and leaves the airport with them. A few days later, on September 11th, late at night, Antoine revisits the airport in a new luxury Mercedes SUV. Later investigations report that this car was recently loaned to Antoine. It is unknown whether or not Antoine is connected to a larger organized crime group. While it's a logical hypothesis considering the value of this luxury car Antoine is now driving, we have yet to unfold the full story of this case.
Is that a female in the car with
just heating up. We don't know why Antoine revisited the airport, but the surveillance footage gives us a glimpse at his passenger, who bears a
That's a female that he hitting. Oh, they running so her.
Striking resemblance to one of his future murder victims, Netosha Lee Flug Presley.
Hold on.
Resemblance to one of his
Good thing I didn't bet, bro. They don't look like they know each other at all. Them are 4 different lifestyles. I promise you, they don't look like they know each other at all, bro. What did Antoine go out there and do? And why do he got the female that he knowing he finna smoke in the car with him? And she's so fine, Antoine's so thirsty, he probably hit before he smoked her. Keeping it real, bro, she is bad. Like, she bad.
Future murder victims, Netosha Lee Flug Presley. If the passenger is indeed Netosha, then this was one of the last images showing her alive.
Damn.
According to a complaint filed by an anonymous person, a witness said they saw Antoine and Netosha taking shots together at a bar just hours after he left the airport. Records also show that Netosha's aunt told investigators that Antoine and Netosha were romantically involved. Putting all this information together, it's becoming more and more likely that this passenger is indeed Netosha.
And bro had to hide his tracks because she would have snitched on him. Like, yeah, I was with him this night. He picked me up from the airport. We went to the bar to have drinks. We had sex later on. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Netosha probably wasn't on the list because I don't think he that stupid to go ahead and ride around with his future victim. But at the same time, he just had to get rid of, you know what I'm saying? All tracks, all evidence. Because Netosha could say, yeah, we was here at this time. We wasn't there. He did whoop-de-whoop-whoop. He hurried up and left and did whoop. Like, damn, Netosha.
After a night of drinking, it is believed that Antoine and Netosha went to a residence in St. Paul, where they spent time with 3 other people who would soon become Antoine's other 3 future murder victims. They were...
Squad. I say this all the time. I do not pre-watch my videos, and it's a good thing I did not bet Because I said it do not look like they will all be kicking it together, bro. And I was wrong. Good thing I didn't bet that. I was wrong, bro. What did Antoine...
That's the electric chair.
I'm going to say, bro, this wasn't his intentions. You know what I'm saying?
You must find out.
We all at the airport and then drove back with her at the airport. I know he know cameras is there. You riding around with her. He just snapped, got mad at one of them, and just end up off in every...
And Jasmine Storm. Just hours later that same night, now the very early morning of September 12th, surveillance footage caught this altercation sometime around 3:30 a.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Did he hit him in the yard? Because there's no way he did that up in the house, hurry up and ran to the car and sped off like that. Bro was shooting outside.
We hear gunshots and then that same Mercedes car speed through the streets. It is clear this is when the murders happened. But what Antoine does after this is quite shocking. On the same day around 10 a.m., after driving around for many hours trying to figure out what to do with the dead bodies, Antoine decided that he needed help hiding the bodies. So he makes plans to meet up with his father, 56-year-old Darren Osborne, at a gas station during the day. Antoine's plan was to have his father follow him into western Wisconsin to a cornfield where they would find an inconspicuous place to dump the car with the bodies in it.
Bro, this dumb fool had all of them in the car, including Natasha in the front seat, off everybody in the car, and sped off with all the bodies in the car.
Oh, wow. So that was her lead. So she was deceased.
I did a video a while ago on my DJ Ghost podcast channel to where this girl offed her boyfriend, and then she called her mom and her dad to help her. You know what I'm saying? Help her hide the body types, right? And I was up there like asking the squad on my live. I'm just like, what would y'all do if your kid called you and told you, hey, dad, hey, mom, I was with my best friend, Michael. Something happened, the gun went off, and now he's dead in the passenger seat. I'm driving, I don't know what to do with the body. What would you do?
I'll take the motherfucker. You better go call the police. Shit. Don't bring them here. Don't make you and your mama. Don't make me and your mama an accomplice. Shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call. Where you at? I'm gonna call the police for you. And them come, cause your ass shouldn't have been messing with no guns in the first damn place. I'm gonna snitch on your ass if you my kid. I'm not finna go to jail for your ass. So, you know, cause if you my kid, I done taught you right from wrong. Hey, I'm gonna definitely let you know. Hey, you get into some shit, don't call me, cause I'm gonna snitch on your ass. I don't want the cops coming kicking my door in because some shit you did. I taught you better than that. So you get in some shit, don't bring no shit over here. And if you tell me, I'm calling the police. So that's my kids would know. Shit. You do some stupid shit, you know. Now the person was bothering them and they had to smoke their ass, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's self-defense.
I'm not calling the police on my kid, bro.
No, right.
In this situation right here, I would not call the police on my kid, but you're gonna have to figure this out on your own. Four, right, bro?
4 bodies.
This nigga's he's a nut. Right. Like, if it's one, it was an accident, your son, okay, cool. But if it's 4, you gotta let life deal with your son at this point. Just come with the fact that you done birthed a demon. A real live devil, bro. Deal with that and don't deal with him. 4? That is crazy, bro.
Osborne later told officers that he had no idea at this point there were bodies in Antoine's car. On the way to meet with his father, Antoine stops at a different gas station than the one planned for the meetup spot.
They got the image blurred out because Natasha in the front seat, R.I.P. This video is crazy, bro. He riding around with the bodies in his car. This fool is sick, man. Any sane person would have just left the car where it's at. You gotta be, yo.
So he riding around with Natasha's body in the front seat and the other bodies in the back seat. That's so he got one in the front seat, I guess he thinking that people probably gonna think she sleep, but she gone. Then he got the other 3 that's gone in the back seat. So all of them were just sitting up in the car, because he couldn't have put them in the trunk. All 3 of them, so they must be all just sitting up. He got people thinking that they probably all sleep in the car, not knowing that this man driving around deceased people.
Your mind got to be somewhere else to ride around with them in the. They would have burnt the car up. They would have, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
In this disturbing surveillance footage that shows this particular stop, you can even see one of the deceased victims in the passenger seat, limp and showing no signs of life. And while those bodies are in the car, Antoine is inside the gas station, paying for his gas just like it's another normal day. Antoine continued traveling to the meetup spot, moving from St. Paul, Minnesota to Dunn County, Wisconsin.
That was a psychopath.
This time, stopping at the originally planned gas station, we see him and his father convene at the gas station and they speak a bit before driving away. It is presumed Antoine had now moved the body out of the front passenger seat, considering his father would have clearly noticed a deceased human being sitting in the car. That is, Antoine's father is telling the truth. Again, at this point,
I don't know how to feel about that, because if your kid call you on some whatever and you link up with him at a gas station and you see somebody in the front seat, your first, second, or third mind not finna be like, oh yeah, they not breathing. He got somebody dead in that front. You not thinking that, bro. But it all depends on what type of relationship him and his dad got. Because he probably told him, I got 4 up in the car, bro. We never know. The dad might be a demon too. This story.
The dad probably thought that the person probably was asleep. He probably had the body posed up like if the girl might have been asleep. Not knowing that, you don't think, oh, she dead. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. This story is crazy, bro. And why would you meet your son at a gas station in a different county? I would have been alarmed right there and there. You know what I'm saying? They went to a different county to meet at another gas station.
According to the father, he did not know what Antoine was up to. However, it is reported that Antoine allegedly confessed to his father, soon after the meetup, that he had snapped and shot the victims. At this point, it's becoming more and more difficult for Antoine's father to deny his involvement with this situation. Antoine and his father allegedly went on to hide the car with the bodies in it in a cornfield further into Wisconsin. It is reported that a local anonymous farmer found the abandoned...
Let me take that back, bro. Let me take that back. If the car was stolen, you wouldn't have drove to another county just to hide it. If your kid call you and say, Dad, I need you to help me hide this car, y'all drive to a cornfield and hide the car, you're going to want to know what he hiding the car for. You're going to want to know what's in the car. You're going to want to know the story behind it. You're going to even check. This is your son. It's not your homie to where I'm going to just mind my business. Nah, your son wants you to hide this car, bro. You're going to get out the car and check it in. Never mind. Let me take that back. The pops knew. Right. The pops knew, bro. I'm up here trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, yeah, maybe he whoop, but maybe he whoop. Nah, the pops knew.
And Mercedes in a cornfield in Dunn County, Wisconsin. He very quickly reported it to the police. At this time, no one knew of Antoine's or his father's involvement. However, we do have body cam footage that details some of the officers' experiences investigating the car in the cornfield with the deceased victims in it. What they find is extremely brutal.
That's where we're gonna go in right here.
The police officer job is crazy, bro. Your anxiety, your heart dropping, you going to a car in the cornfield, you know something is up.
Yeah, we can do
something.
We did open the back door. If you need to open the back door.
Do we know if that one in the back on the far right is male or female?
Do you know? The one on the far back? The behind the driver? I
thought it was a female.
So they were stiff when you moved them?
Yes.
Somebody said?
Yeah, they not breathing. You can't
I
tell.
opened that door. I basically went like this, and it was just, you know, hard, stiff, rigor, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, the male, we didn't check anything on him. I thought there was like a hole Looks like there might be blood pooling in his ear, or I thought maybe that was an entry or exit wound. I'm not sure. Thank you.
Wait till the corner get here.
I ran out. Well, we'll try to get for the actual key started, not push button too. There's no keys in the ignition.
How much blood on their shoe? See that?
Yeah, it's pooled, yeah. Definite bullet wound to the right side of the face.
Yeah, the
right
pops
side
had
of
to
the ear
see all that.
on him.
Male?
On the male.
That's what I thought.
These officers are taking careful note of entry and exit wound details for a very important reason. This detail alone is extremely helpful in determining if the murders were committed with intent or in self-defense.
I mean, that looks like an entrance wound right there.
It didn't look like.
Bro, you can tell if it's self-defense or not if they ain't got no more weapons in the car. It can't be self-defense on 4 people. What they tried to do, jump you? Pull out a pistol, where's they? And I know he didn't take them all. Because if he did, the father would have seen that too. It wasn't no self-defense. Bro was up in the car and he snapped. He's a devil. That's the only thing I could think of with bro. He's a devil squad. I know the police got to be real meticulous and examine everything to the T, but you could tell somebody snapped up in this car and all 4 people and dumped them in the cornfield. Straight up.
Like an exit wound to me. I'm guessing she got shot in the body though. Yeah, there's blood on her left arm and on her right, and it's old. Watch your right shoulder, man.
Yep.
Oh, what's in the pocket, Dan?
There. Dried blood. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's dripping right now.
Oh, yeah.
Male. And
This is crazy.
Like, yep. There's an exit wound over here.
They've been there for a couple of days, okay? So in the cornfield and the heat and all the elements and all that stuff, I can only imagine the smell. And the fact that these police officers aren't nauseous, that means that they've been finding bodies that means they've been on the force and they probably find bodies like this all the time to the point where the smell doesn't bother them no more. 4 bodies? That's crazy.
See on
Thumbs up, button.
the front seat,
Yeah.
right below, right where the shoulder rest is, that white stuff, is that brain matter or skull particulates?
Hard to say.
For the fact you know the difference, bro, you need a
Is she
vacation.
wearing her seatbelt still?
No,
I couldn't tell if it was just
I think they put it
behind her.
behind her.
Behind her.
Just probably so that it wouldn't beep. Because the weight's in there, so it'd beep.
I want to know where the gunshot wound is on this other gal. How do you have exit wounds and there's no damage in the vehicle?
Well then, but also if it's a headshot, wouldn't she have splatter? I mean, you got splatter on him, but it's just weird.
Listen to how they talking about
Well, his
this so
his is
normally.
coming from his nose. You know, that's just draining from the nose from the brain.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Well, did we look through that?
How can they eat
Well,
it?
let's get out of here, I guess. I'll go talk to Kyle.
During later investigations, Antoine's Arizona ID card was
Stupid.
found on the floor of the car, covered
Stupid.
in blood. This pointed the officers directly to him and later his father as well, as more information was discovered after they reviewed the previously shown surveillance footage. Officers arrested Antoine's father first, and then charged Antoine with 4 counts of hiding a corpse. Antoine, now back in Arizona, turned himself in to the Arizona authorities. Antoine would now be brought back to St. Paul, Minnesota, the city where he committed the murders. This is where his dramatic legal trial would take place. Over the course of the next few days of Antoine's trial, he claimed, incredulously, that he acted in self-defense in the killing and transporting of the
Oh, Jesus. They finna get this. I'm gonna see what they get this for. They finna get this for the electric chair.
4 victims, which the prosecutors stated that they find improbable. Antoine has had a lengthy history of breaking the law, including multiple instances of unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of marijuana in a vehicle, driving with a suspended license, and much more. Even though Antoine had never racked up any charges nearly as serious as murder, this made it quite clear that Antoine is no stranger to criminal activity. During the trial, Antoine never gave any reason other than
Bro, they
self-defense.
gotta give him the
He said
death
the 4
sentence.
victims were attempting to rob him, claiming he was the victim in this situation. However, going back to what the police learned about the entry and exit wounds of the bullets in the bodies, it's obvious this is definitely not a case of self-defense. Even though no one believed Antoine's excuse, he still gave no other reason as to why he did this. So we may never know his true motive behind murdering the 4 innocent victims. The jurors, after 6 hours of deliberation, decided that Antoine was found guilty on all 4 counts of second-degree intentional murder and was sentenced to 103 years in prison.
How did you get second degree, bro? You snuffed these people's life for no reason. Second degree is maybe they tried to rob you, but since they ain't got no evidence, that's probably what they took in court on the deal. Which is crazy. This was, bro, deal.
That's crazy.
He would have got the chair, squad. Goes for president, man. He would have been done, bro. He off them people for no, just I can't even get the words out. Just because he's a devil, bro. That's it. That's it.
His father, Darren Osborne, was charged with 1 count of aiding an offender. After pleading guilty, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. These are the jury verdicts that show Antoine being found guilty on all 4 counts of murder. Judge Japal Harris, the judge who sentenced Antoine, told him this: "Each one of these individuals deserves that you serve time for each one of them." What do you believe could have possibly been Antoine's motive for killing these 4 innocent people?
Yeah, I wonder what happened, man. Like, why would he flip out? Oh, he must have found out that his girl maybe was messing around. Because that other girl, I think, might have been his girlfriend. Maybe he found out some stuff about her, and he just snapped that maybe she was getting passed around the apartment they lived in or something. Like, I don't know. That's weird. He took out 4 people and got them riding around in the car, in the front, in all the seats in the car. Damn, that's crazy. His ass, yeah, something wrong with that fool. He don't need to be out here with us in society. His ass is crazy. Like, for real, he is crazy. Anyway, what y'all think about this video, man? Leave your comments and subscribe to Charles and Ezra. Hit that thumbs up.